The most valuable commodity I know of is information. Wouldn't you agree?
Ah, Jack.
Captain the Cats!
Brilliant. Right, let's keep the politics out of it today. Big important week, big important day as well. Just coming up towards 8:30 AM in the London European session. What we're going to do today is we're going to have a look at Bitcoin, some levels where we are going and where we've come from. We're going to have a look at Sol, ETH and Rune as well. All right, guys. So yeah, very important day today. Obviously, not going to delve into that too much. I think there's enough opinions already on the timelines and in the socials. But yeah, big day. A few people saying they are de-risking and the like. Understandable, but don't be so much of a pussy. Events like this can be the World Cup / Super Bowl of your trading year. You know, they can give really, really good entries for the forthcoming quarter or season, to be honest. So yeah, a little bit with that, to be honest. So let's have a look at where we come from, where we're going. So basically, last week, we were really pushing up, weren't we? Really pushing up. We'll go over a couple of the tweets from last week. But since last week's video, what we did was we had a look at levels we can pull back to. If you go and have a look at last week's video, if you're unsure about that, and on the Discord live last week as well, we had the levels to pull back to. So back on Halloween here, we're saying, look, okay, we're looking good, but basically, after 24 hours of chill time and nothing, we get the pullback. Current levels to watch, and this just shows how long BTC can take to come back to some of these levels, to be honest. Okay, so weekly open back last week, 68k for a deeper liquidity grab. Okay, and then we started pulling back, grinding down to that level. It's a shame that we didn't get uponly.com straight away, but with the political atmosphere being the way it is, you know, you were probably more than likely gonna just auction this area just under the all-time high, weren't you? So, you know, absolute cat's cock hair from all-time high. Pull back, thought this could have been the push that we needed as the offers got pulled, but it wasn't to be, and we're actually in a similar region to where we are there last week, to be honest, aren't we? We are in a similar area. So yeah, let's have a look at a few levels, have a look at what is going on. Did point that out to the guys in the Discord as well, actually. If you're not in the Discord, grab a link from below, make sure that link is up to date. But this was back even on Saturday. Up only, down only, easy levels to play. This was Saturday morning. Yeah, Saturday morning. I would take a sweep below 68k if bid was present, never assuming anything, because, you know, obviously people come in and they like certain levels and the like, but you mark those levels off. So 68k was always a level to mark. As soon as we get down there, we watch the order flow and we see what's going on. One thing I did point out to the guys is note the offers closing on price, and obviously with this being a weekend, it just means you're not going to get very far, to be honest. You don't want to see offers like this closing in on price as you enter a low volume weekend. Okay, it can then sometimes mean that it's going to take until the next week to resolve the price action, and that's where we were just up there. So that was it, and then we was coming basically saying I'd like to see a sweep below this 68k, which was last week's weekly open. All right, guys, so what we'll do today is we'll go and have a look at some levels together. I do still think we resolve the price action to the upside, but you never know. Very important week. We could still be in some volatility. Don't want to repeat that too much because I know absolutely everyone and their fucking dog will be saying that today. But let's go and have a look at some levels, shall we? Okay, so here we are. I'm just going to go top down quickly. So where we're getting the 68k from, it's the weekly up from last week. Horrible wick there. Am I too concerned about that? No, not really. So 68k and 69k were our weekly levels. If you were watching the video last week, go and look at that back, and also on the live TRDR Discord as well, we mentioned those levels to pull back to. So if you had a cheeky short from up there, well played. Not something I'm into, to be honest, in the current environment, because I do like the way the trend is going. Happy to de-risk and then put some more pressure on as we pull back. So daily chart on BTC, fixed range. Yep, okay, it's not really a range. We keep saying that. What are we doing here? You can pull this trend line anywhere you want. It's absolute meme trend line. It's not, I know it's quite valid because traders look at it, but where are we going? Don't really care, but I like the fact that, I'm just going to put that back there. I like the fact that we've pulled back to this point of control from this whole area. That's really, really nice. And I have just got an alert a little bit lower if we do get it. I'll show you what that is on a 4 hour. Okay, so some nice levels coming in right now. 4 hour time frame, uponly.com, trending and trending hard. Okay, nothing, you know, not a lot to say here really. We have pulled back, and this is the level I've got marked if we do get some Kamala volatility later on in the next 24 hours. You would still be on a higher low here on a 4 hour time frame, so I think it looks really, really good. I'm just aware that we've got a 4 hour order block a little bit lower, and it would come into confluence with this lower trend line here. Okay, so if we were to get some violence and dip down there, I'd drop into the order flow and have a look at what is going on. All right, guys, so what we'll do is going to have a look at quick look at Soy Boy Sol. So Sol is still doing okay. Very harsh pullback this one, actually. I was waiting for to catch a bid on Sol and a couple of other assets, and actually the last 24-48 hours I've not really been convinced by anything. So it was a very, very chilled day yesterday, obviously very locked in today. So yeah, quite a harsh pullback that on Sol. What you need to consider is on the daily and 4 hour time frame. Okay, again, you've got a bigger 4 hour order block down there. Okay, 147, 148, and that's just going to come in there. You could almost say that this could be it. Okay, but that would be a big, big liquidity grab. Then I'd want to see it come back up and reclaim this value area high. Just look left. What is that? Resistance, resistance. Are we now going to make this 150 zone our support on Sol? Okay, so bear that in mind. ETH. ETH is an interesting one actually, because as we were looking at this last week, I was noting that this is, I'll call it the sixth hit of this value area high here. And I wasn't too up for shorting this, to be honest. I do have to confess that I was thinking, you know, as a range trader, you say, right, sixth hit here. Maybe you pull back to this point of control and then you run and gun and absolutely smash it. Wow, it's been weak as fuck, hasn't it? ETH has been weak as fuck. I'm not even going to, I daren't even go and look at ETH BTC, to be honest. But one thing to be said, if the market does want to have a little turnaround in the next 24-48 hours, ETH is back at value area low. So you need to now consider, it's just hit that 4 hour order block there, daily opens here. You need to consider that this is now in a value area for ETH if you're partial to bidding this back up. One thing of note is I last week on the Twitter, I said that I'm not really too interested in trading ETH or playing ETH, but now that it's back here, I actually am, to be honest. Okay, so it's yeah, it's at an interesting point. Another coin that I do like trading, I've been waiting on a little bit, is Rune. Rune was actually back at this point of the weekend. I said to the guys in the private Discord that, yeah, I'm interested in playing a bit of Rune. Actually had to kill it because it's actually broken its 4 hour trend line here. If I just zoom out a little bit, yeah, call that 4 hour trend. It's actually broken out of its trend a little bit, and it's now struggling down here. So I think we need a little bit of a market-wide bid to see Rune come up, and it's actually looking very much like Pepe. I know when everyone was getting very excitable about Pepe last week, and I pointed out to the guys in the private Discord, I said, okay, well, what it's actually done an absolute classic tier of break its trend line, run it back test it, and fail. So Pepe now back at this 4 hour order block, but actually value area lows back here as well. So Pepe needs something very, very special to actually pull it back up. Yeah, I'd like to see a lot of dynamic spot bid come in on Pepe to push it back, and then we might be able to do a bit of business. But with that being said, let's jump into the order flow on BTC mainly and have a look at what is going on. Right then, guys, so just on the multiverse at the minute, absolutely lack of activity in Vitalik's coin here, Ethereum. It did catch some bid here, as we can just see on this low wick with the rest of the market. But yeah, really lack of activity, to be honest. Nice to see, and I did point this out again. Just go join us in the TRDR Discord. I did point out to the guys yesterday that the bid is absolutely stacking to the downside, and we've got a couple of other data points that we can look at as well. Offers pulled to the top side there, but you do still have these larger offers up there at 73k. Not sure we get up there in one clip, in one go. But yeah, Rune has been smashed to bits, which is a shame, to be honest, because it's been a really, really nice one to play. Bid levels really not holding it too well, to be honest, so leaving this one alone for now. Sol has been looking okay. You would have got a little bit of a bounce from there, but now those lower levels, like we looked at in TradingView, just at that 150 level, if you get any low liquidity grab down there on Sol, that could look really, really nice. But let's dive into BTC and have a quick look at some order flow from other exchanges. So these are our weekly levels that we had marked right back from last week when we did the video and from the live session, okay? That was where we came from. This is where you came from. So right back up there. Just couldn't crack upwards, could we, and crack the all-time high, but that's absolutely fine. And if you look at the grinding down price action, it's taken time, and that is how BTC is now, I suppose, isn't it? Okay, so let's have a look at what the exchange do. So spot exchanges here on Binance Spot, we've got those levels a little bit lower at the minute. For me, this is your ultimate bid zone. If you get any real violence down, don't be afraid by this zone whatsoever. Not a lot from the Bitfinex boys and girls. Coinbase Pro are still doing a little bit of selling here, interestingly enough, and actually some cheeky bar steward has got a level down there at 62k. I would be a little bit more worried if you went down to 62k, because then you would be flirting with some lower lows on the higher time frame price structure, okay? Binance Perps, nice to see they've got a bid coming back in. You can just see here and here, we had some BTC Diamonds. If you're unfamiliar with what they are, this is our alert system in the TRDR console. They fire directly to your Telegram, your webhook via Discord, or your emails, and they pop up in the console for you as well. So a couple of nice BTC Diamonds there. What else did we see as we're in those lows? Okay, we are building on the lower time frame. We're building some bullish divergences now as we see retail traders get a little bit bored and say we are going lower, and retail traders are starting to short into this low zone. What is that doing? It's bringing funding down, and open interest is nice and low here as well. If you're familiar with this template, we've got a nice cluster building here. Okay, so you know, as I said to the guys in Discord, under 68k, happy to go a little bit risk on and look for a bid, which we are to do so here. If we get any violence today, it needs to be appreciated, okay? So you could get lower than these wicks here, but with the bullish divergences, the bid coming in from Peps, the low open interest, your funding's coming down, I think it all looks pretty good in the hood. Let's just have a look at that 1 hour cumulative open interest. Yeah, so you can see from the highs back there, the open interest was mega hot back there, and it, you know, it has to be taken into account, doesn't it? But we've come back into this zone. Are we now, you know, just look left, are we now going to make this area our support zone? Okay, open interest, slight rise today, but not too bad. You can see here the demand zone is not massive, okay, it's not massive, but on this trend, what we've seen is it's not taken much demand to push price up. So BTC Diamonds here, here, and here with a little bit of group spot, and that's what we've got here. So this is our area to do a bit of work in, I would say, for the next 12-24 hours. Let me just go back here, show our weekly levels. So yeah, this is the zone for me. This is our working zone, yeah? This is our area to do a bit of work in. Come a little bit lower, you're going to get value. Go a little bit higher straight away. I hope you've got some risk on in your spot portfolio, or if you've traded this one, you're already in the money anyway. Just manage that risk. But yeah, like I say, important times. I think we're in for a good one the next 24 hours. Not going to do a live session today because there's a lot going on, a little bit of concentration. What I'll do is I'll do a live session when the dust has settled. Okay, we'll do a live session when the dust has settled. If you've been struggling in any way, shape or form, jump into the academy here, okay? CoinCal's risk reward, you're certainly going to need that. If you are trading leverage in the coming 24 hours, okay, it's our World Cup, it's our Super Bowl, it's nice time to get involved, but manage your risk. Go and have a look at DK's order book overlay, and if you're in real dire straits, need of some more edge, go and have a look at the Art of Data-Driven Market Analysis by myself and the team. Really in-depth course here, all online course with a new 1 hour 24-minute video, and also new private video as well. Yeah, that one. Okay, so nothing from one of these, new private video as well. All right, guys. So yeah, I'll try and keep everyone updated in the socials with what's going on as much as I can if anyone's away from desk. I'm going to be trading this one myself over the next 24 hours. Interesting to see that the meme coins have been doing well as well. Let's just dive into that quickly because I forgot. Political meme coins doing well, obviously, aren't they? Barron Trump, I think even Donald Trump was up here at some point earlier as well. But yeah, meme coins, yeah, there you go. He's getting a boost as well. Meme coins doing well. I do have to say, I don't know how long these political meme coins are going to continue to do well after the election, but yeah, we'll see. Jump into the academy, grab yourself some alpha. I hope everyone has a brilliant day, and we'll speak soon. Cheers.
I bet your margins are pretty nice and fat.
Let's not talk about my margins, by the way. Being nice and fat, that's a nice shirt. Do they make it for men?